So my name is Angela Carroll, and my business is Merkaba. Merkaba Productions. Some of you may be familiar with the name Merkaba. Has to do with sacred geometry. Some of you may be familiar. It's also like biblical, Quranic, Kabbalic, Merkaba. And what we deal with is media, and we tell real stories about real people. That's one thing that we're very interested in doing. Okay, so social media sites, handheld devices, and affordable media technologies are changing the ways that people engage the world and access information. Merkaba Productions offers an innovative and progressive business model that considers the continued evolution of these trends. So essentially, how many of you have smartphones? How many of you download devices on or download applications onto your smartphones? How many of you have Netflix? Okay, or cable? You know, how many of you watch movies on a regular basis? How many of you play video games? These are all solutions that Merkaba Productions provides. How many of you watch animations? Also solutions that Merkaba Productions provides in-house, currently done mostly by myself, and then also by a team that is based bi-coastally here and also in Washington, D.C. Why a business in media? Media shapes human perspective. Most of us are who we are right now because we saw something cool or read something cool from our parents' bookshelves, or just had some sort of influence, something impactful, listened to someone that influenced us, right? Sometimes a song, an artist, things like that. We've been influenced, impacted by media. Also, media relays information. It's how we learn, right? So we've not just been impacted by media, but we also learn based on the news, based on which news we shouldn't watch. Do not watch Fox News. A lot of these memes. Media and emerging technologies daily influence trillions around the world. So it's not just us that are influenced, but it's global. It's a global phenomenon. Something that we'd like to call global, right? That the things that happen on our local level are also affecting and happening on a global scale. Essentially, I would like to create media that will arm the world, right? So not just create films or create video games and things of that nature that people consume and then walk away from not impacted. I like to create things where people are literally armed, feel some sort of desire, some passion to go into their communities, to go into their families, to go into their churches, their mosques, etc., and create a change. And I'd also like for these arming media forms to be able to be streamed on all sorts of platforms and tell real narratives in imaginative ways. Experience. I have too much education. My parents were very strict. And I have a BA in animation from school, University of Maryland, and my MFA in digital arts and new media, which is a fancy way of saying like experimental film and programming, from UC Santa Cruz. The solutions that we provide, Merkaba Productions produces and distributes motion pictures, motion graphics, offers application development solutions and media consultation services independently and as a contracted entity. So essentially we have an independent business where we make independent films, independent video games, independent mobile applications, independent things of that nature, but then also have people that will contract us for our services, and we will create those mediums for their needs. Our mission, Merkaba Production will be a leading innovative force in the independent motion pictures industry, providing high-definition quality services for all production and distribution needs. Our main services are videography, VFX, video effects, motion graphics, animation, post-production, editing, mobile application design, and new media consultation. 2011 through 2014 goals. We want to produce stunning cinematic experiences. So again, not just a film or a movie, but an experience. We want to tap into innovative distribution models, right? So we're thinking a lot about, and I have programmers that are currently trying to master cloud computing, which is an emerging field that like Amazon, I don't know if you guys follow like Techie News, Amazon, their big thing right now is that they're using cloud computing to create like music lockers. where people can now have a music stream, I think of up to maybe 6 to 8 gigabytes of music stored on Amazon that they can access from any mobile device or laptop and not have to download. So a lot of people are very interested in this. They beat Apple, they beat Google, right? So Amazon is doing really interesting things, and we're trying to also tap into that field and tap into that technology as far as streaming movies and also video games and things of that sort. Mobile application development, and we also want to strategize progressive marketing with virtual and live social networks. So this is a live social network, but how many of you are on Facebook? Mm-hmm. Right, kind of embarrassingly. Twitter, how many of you are on Twitter? A little less. LinkedIn. Yeah. Okay, and there are lots of other ones. And also, we want to increase capital and expand investment potential. So, you know, it takes money to make money, and especially in this medium, you know, we want to be able to expand not so much our real estate on a live level, but our virtual real estate. So how much can we own? How big can our servers be? Things like that, so we can actually realize these goals. Mercado Productions exists to provide innovative, interactive, and immersive media experiences to audiences worldwide. Our market plan. Mercado Productions delivers superior media solutions to those of competitors, offering motion pictures that engage and reach a large viewership. In 2009, we created a film for Angela Davis called Angela Davis Radical Pedagogy in celebration for her retirement from UCSC as a professor. Shortly after the Haiti quake, we went to Haiti and shot a short documentary about the atrocities that are happening there. Unfortunately, a lot of the money that we thought was going to the people was not going, you know, we're not going to the people. We also did a film called Operation Small Axe about the murder of Oscar Grant here in 2009. So these are all projects that we've worked on. There are many emerging media companies that function as digital distributors, streaming content at affordable prices, so like Hulu, YouTube, Mubi. Mercado would like to combine the sort of distribution models of a Hulu or a Mubi with the imaginative content of companies like Pixar and DreamWorks with an independent edge. So we don't necessarily want to be like a mega corporation with all of that kind of strange hierarchical you know, structure, but we would like to make that kind of money. Target markets. Again, we have 2 departments. One is the contracted services department, and the latter is the independent productions department. So each of them have a different kind of market. Contracted service market is you know, for-profit, so corporations will work for those. Independent artists, nonprofit sectors, museums, universities, etc. Independent productions market is, you know, like people in the room, you know, like, so people my age to mid-60s that are, you know, open-minded, creative, progressive thinkers who enjoy good films and live all over the world, and not just good films, but just, again, enjoy experiences. Strategies. We want to utilize emerging new media solutions to market products and productions. We'll utilize social networks like Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn. We utilize viral video campaigns, so like blasting something on a YouTube, blasting something and then blasting it on Facebook, and then also blasting it on LinkedIn, and then also blasting it on Twitter, and then also blasting it on other social networking sites, and then having people link to those, and then have, you know, so viral campaigns. Film festivals, domestic and international, like the Pan-African Film Festival or the Oakland International Film Festival, which I think is actually happening this week. And then also word of mouth. So, again, we have a bi-coastal team of photographers, marketing superstars, 501c3s, which we use so that we can apply for grants. Guru developers for mobile applications and games. We are seeking an LLC business license and want to use that model. We have we want to have and currently have digital products that are streamed remotely, so there isn't really a manufacturing cost and there's low operational costs. And again, we'll be using cloud computing with major technologies for housing our products. Essentially, our business model is really simple. You have a great idea, we shoot it, and then we upload it, and then you download it. We make money through contracting agencies. So contracting agencies will have a great idea. We'll shoot it for them. We'll realize it for them. They pay us for those means. Once we have that idea, maybe we have a cool idea, we upload it. We shoot it, we upload it, and then you pay to have an online subscription to follow Merkaba Productions on our site and say, we know that they always offer really cool, amazing projects. I'm gonna pay maybe $9.99 a year to stream this amount of content, you know? Also, downloaded purchases. Maybe you don't feel comfortable having a year subscription, but you do feel comfortable paying $1 for this really cool game that deals with the conflict in Rwanda, or deals with you know, some of the freedom efforts of Egypt. Again, startup costs are low, and I just kind of got out of school, so everything was paid for by the universities. Now I have to figure out how to pay for it by myself. First year we made about $3,000, very little. Second year, if everything goes to plan, God will, we'll be making about $20,000, so like tripling our income. Again, like we understand the ever-shifting shift in the media and market. There are lots of competitors, lots of people have access to technology, lots of people have access to the internet. Anybody can essentially have this idea, right? But we're confident that the products that we're offering are superior to others and will stand against competitors. And by 3 years, and as we expand, we expect to constantly grow in the amount of money that we're earning and in the type of films that we'll be able to create based on those earnings. So
that last slide, the 60K, 3K, something, and 60, what was that?